TRUsician.com. Be a true musician.
Hey, Jesse from TRUsician.com here. In this video, I'm going to explain the concept of in the key of and why it's important to all aspects of music. When I teach, I often explain that in the key of is like a name where there's a first and last name to a piece of music, scale, chord, melody, etc. The first name in the key of is a letter from the music alphabet. This tells you what the most important letter value and sound is for a given song, scale, melody, riff, chord, what have you. For that reason, the phrase in the key of will always start from a letter from the music alphabet. For instance, if you have music where the most important note is A, that will be known as the key of A. If you have a piece of music, scale, chord, riff, etc., that's in the key of C, that means that C is the most important letter and sound out of the group of notes that make up that piece of music. Please support the channel by hitting the like button, subscribing so you can catch the latest videos, and please share and leave comments with any feedback. The second important aspect of the phrase in the key of is that there will always be a sound type known as tonality or tone color. There's a few other terms that describe that as well. I describe it as sound type because I feel it's the clearest way to describe what actually it is. Tonality comes in two main types of sound. Major sound. Major is known to be a happier sound that provides a happier emotion. Minor is a darker, sadder, scarier emotive sound. So when you have the phrase in the key of, it will always be a letter like the first name, and the last name will always be major or minor, almost like there's two main families of sound, so to speak, and the last name of in the key of would be major or minor. So for that reason, you have the description of in the key of as being C minor or C major or D minor or major. It could be any note from the music alphabet. That includes sharps and flats. You can have something in the key of F sharp major or F sharp minor or E flat major or E flat minor. It's always describing the same two things, the first thing being the most important note or sound, and the second thing being the overall sound type, tone color, tonality of the piece of music, chord, melody, scale, etc. Something I think is important to mention is that a lot of times when mentioning keys, they refer to major by only a letter. So if you have F major scale or the key of F major, they'll say the key of F. Or an F major chord, they'll say play an F chord. If you don't hear any last name and there's just a letter, that means major. That would be a major sound type or tone color. Something is minor in sound type. There are always going to be the word minor needs to be included. For instance, in the key of, if it's minor, would be in the key of A minor, as opposed to the key of A or A major. Or in something like a chord symbol, there would be an M or an MIN that would signify that it's specifically minor in sound. The key of A minor specifies that A is still the most important note, but the overall sound type or tone color is minor. So that gives a background in the term in the key of, why it's extremely important, and what it actually explains when you're hearing this phrase. Please support the channel by hitting the like button, subscribing, and please share and leave comments with any feedback. This is Jesse from TRUsician.com. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one.